Hi, it's Jennifer with Jennifer Ann Coaching, and I wanted to talk to you about stress. Now, surprisingly, stress is actually good for us. It does affect our systems in different ways depending on how stressed we are and how often we're stressed and how we react to the stress. But stress in general is actually a good way for us to get motivated, get going, get things done. It creates focus. It shuts down systems in the body so that you can do one really, really well. So we don't want to eliminate all stress from your life. And to be honest, you really can't. It's going to be there. It's always going to be there. Once you figure out one thing, you're going to move on to the next thing. So there's always going to be things coming at us that we can't control. The way we react to these things is going to be how our system responds and how we feel throughout our day and how our life, the enjoyability of our life is. Because you can take two people in the same situation and have one react in one way and one react the opposite way, same circumstances, and one's going to feel the effects of the stress in a negative way, and the other one's going to be able to move forward and have it not had affected them. So how does this work? In your body, there's a parasympathetic and sympathetic system that goes through your body. One is the flight and fight response, which is your stress system. It's something's, your body's aware of something that's not good for you. It's telling you that something needs to be done. It shuts down your digestion. It shuts down, it's not going to worry about making a baby if it thinks your life is in danger. And then you have the other side, which is your parasympathetic mode, which is your rest and relax stage. And we want to be in this state as much as possible, especially when we're eating. Because if we're in this state, our body is receiving the food, it's assimilating the food, it's digesting the food, and everything, and all is well. So keeping yourself in this state is a practice. It is it becomes a mastering of your emotions. And it's not easy. And depending how long you've operated in a stressful way for most of, for you, whether it's been your whole life or maybe some things have happened to you in the past few years that have created more stress, like having children, taking on a different job, moving to a different area, things that are new to you, so they cause different stress responses, and you now experience stress in a different way. So all this to say is when we have this chronic stress in our life, so let's say we're not in this parasympathetic mode most of the time. We're constantly thinking about what could go wrong, worrying about the if, the shoulda did, coulda did, spending a lot of time projecting and feeling a tenseness and a very, like an anxiety in your system, creates your body to then, because it wants to be helpful, it produces a lot of cortisol. Cortisol, although you need it, it's good for you, excess amounts, it makes you hungry. So you're creating the stress in your life, now you're more hungry, and you need to soothe it, and you're going to eat, and it's like a vicious cycle. So if you want to relax, there are many things that you can do. One is changing your thought processes and patterns, realizing what you can and cannot control. There are some things that, yes, you can go, if there's a problem or issue, you can look at it strategically, say, this is what I can do, and then realize that there's a lot that you really just don't have any control over, and you have to let that go. Not starting your day off with media, phones, electronics, any kind of information. So don't turn the news on first thing in the morning when you wake up. Don't check your emails, because you're then taking on other people's stress, other people's agenda for you, versus figuring out what you need to get done today and what is possible for you. I speak of meditation all the time. I think it's super important to check in with yourself, to relax, and 5 minutes of just sitting still and concentrating on your breath, or listening to the air conditioning system, or putting on some music that's really calming and soothing to you. Having those 5 minutes puts your body at a very relaxed state, which then you're going to be more open to receiving information that's going to be more helpful to you. You'll be able to react better to different things that are coming at you. So that meditation, even though it sounds like a little silly 5 minutes time wasted where you could be doing something, you'll realize when you're in the doing process, you're going to be more effective. Breath work. Another very simple, free thing that you can do is learn to control your breath in a way that calms the body. So there's many techniques and tips. You can look on YouTube. You can look, do an internet search on different breathing techniques to help put your body in a state of relaxation. And know that sometimes things just are stressful and they're really hard, and allow yourself to be okay with that. Be like, this is over my head. I'm overwhelmed right now. I know it won't last forever. This will be over soon. I'll be okay. Things will get better. So telling yourself and knowing that things are constantly changing, there's never, nothing will ever stay the same. It's always going to move forward. So if you're in a really hard, difficult trial in your life, know that it's going to be over soon. And then you'll get to experience the next thing. So stress, although could be helpful, can be very detrimental to the system if not managed and you're not taking care of yourself. It can lead to really, it's as serious as it can. Long-term chronic stress can kill you. Like, it's not anything to take lightly, and it's not to put more stress on you, but it's more just to say, relax, have fun, play. Go do something fun and play. I think as adults, we think that we're not supposed to be having a good time all the time. I think we think that, we're not being responsible if we're not looking like we're really busy and super women as moms, and, that you're working a full-time job, you have a couple kids, you're running here and there, and sometimes that's like a badge of honor, and you feel like it's like a feeling of, it gives you a feeling of worthiness and a feeling of self of doing all those things. But if those things are detrimental to you, or you're not able to handle those things, and maybe you can, because that can totally happen. You can have a life that's busy and full and can be totally have to speed with it. So it's just basically where you're at. But play, have fun, enjoy, and relax. All right, bye. If you have any questions, let me know. Anything else you want to talk about, give me suggestions. I'd love to hear them, and would love to talk more. Bye.